here's James Lankford talking about his immigration bill. It's not an immigration bill. It is a shutting of the door or closing of the door or let's say narrowing the gap for refugees to come into this country, and a way to ostensibly, punish immigration and immigrants. It failed because the Republican Party really doesn't care about immigration beyond the fact that it's a great way to demonize non-white people. If they cared about immigration, they wouldn't be so focused just on the border. They would also be focused on the idea of like overstays to visas, which accounts for half of the unauthorized immigrants in this country. But that's not the case. And so here's Lankford complaining that the bigots and revanchists who he designed this border bill for are mad at him for designing the bill.
Some of them may have policy differences. Some of them have been very clear with me. They have political differences with the bill. They say it's the wrong time to solve the problem.
Like me.
Or let the presidential election solve this problem. In fact, I had a popular commentator 4 weeks ago that I talked to that told me flat out, before they knew any of the contents of the bill, nothing was out at that point, that told me flat out, if you try to move a bill that solves the border crisis during this presidential year, I will do whatever I can to destroy you. Because I do not want you to solve this during the presidential election. By the way, they have been faithful to their promise and have done everything they can to destroy me in the past several weeks.
I mean, what kind of, what destruction? Say he's bad.
Yeah, you're fine, buddy. But I do like the idea of, these are your friends, right?
Yeah, what are you doing about it?
These are your friends. Like, maybe if you don't want your friends to be horrible people, don't be friends with horrible people.
Well, the other problem is that this is the Republican Party has built this. They have built this entire apparatus. Apparently, the person who did it was a guy named Jesse Kelly.
You guys remember him? He was the one on Tim Pool's show that said all the murdering stuff.
Is that the same guy?
That's that guy. Wow.
This was the one that Tim said,
yeah,
Jesse, you kept talking about throwing people out of helicopters and stuff. Oh. We're going to get demonetized.
Well, I thought it was YouTube demonetized.
Yeah, wait, doesn't YouTube do that? It's this guy.
I can't even believe Oh my God. Well, maybe you shouldn't have the type of relationship, a personal relationship with a guy who goes on Tim Pool on a regular basis. But here is Jesse Kelly admitting that he was the one who threatened James Lankford. He writes, he may be a eunuch, but I'll say this about James Lankford. He has great taste in radio. Yes, in case you're wondering, he's talking about me. So Jesse Kelly came out and look, I all the best to Jesse Kelly in destroying James Lankford. I believe that any right-wing radio personality should be trying to destroy all of their politicians. Frankly, I'm totally in favor of that.
Yeah. Keep it up.
I was looking for. I've seen Jesse Kelly tweet out some really egregious, fascist stuff, and I was trying to find that stuff, but I found this other tweet by him, which is, "I'm at a Lego robotics tournament for my oldest, and you've never seen this many depressed fathers in one place. We're all thinking other kids play football."
Say,
Imagine,
Wow.
imagine tweeting that about your kid.
say it again.
I'm at a Lego robotics tournament for my oldest, and you've never seen this many depressed fathers in one place.
Oh my
We're all thinking
God.
other kids play football.
Oh my God.
You tweeted that
Okay.
to hundreds of thousands of people. Thanks, Dad.
The less psychotic Republican parents just will act passive aggressive or eschew their child that is not traditionally sports oriented. But this guy just comes out and says,
I mean, if that was
My kid's a loser.
if that was supposed to be, if the joke was supposed to be ironic, like I once wrote, like years and years ago, don't know how to tell my 7-year-old, 6-year-old daughter that her jokes are just not funny, and I said, I mean, like I laugh, but they're really not funny. Like she doesn't know how to do a setup. I can't remember exactly what I tweeted, and I was just attacked by like people who were like, "You're a horrible parent." I'm like, "Why am I a horrible parent? I'm being honest with her. I just said to her face, your jokes aren't funny, and you can work on them. That's all."
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't do this to my 7-year-old daughter.
right. No. You're not tweeting out to your on your public account that the things about your kid that he's
Failing
probably
as a masculine
already
male.
hearing in
That's
school.
the thing, is that he's just
He's in school, he's playing with robotics, and like maybe has an insecurity about the fact that he might be a little nerdy, and his dad is saying, "I wish I was at a football game instead, you damn dweeb."
My sense is too. I mean, I don't know. It could be just a function of like, but kids don't have. Kids think robotics are cool. Like,
Oh, I know.
Like it's not like Legos. I mean, maybe my kid's a bit of a nerd. He likes to play sports too, but he's like, "Did you see? You know who's really good at Legos? Like he actually has
Right.
like
Right.
Legos are also cool.
Yes, super cool.
But you see that fire and passion in him, and for you think it's like a great part of his identity. For this kind of crazy right winger, it's about crushing him and making him feel real shame about not being.
It's
a
funny your kid doesn't
traditional-
play football, man. It's
Man,
very
yeah, I'm sorry.
good for your kid.
I'd be curious about Jesse Kelly's football career.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see if we can find some tape on that.
I
That
love
would be
it.
great to see.
There's nothing conservative parents like more than making their children about actually themselves. It's healthy.